All right, so chords. If you're learning the guitar and you want to learn chords, you want to start with open chords. Open chords mean that they're simply chords that utilize open strings. Like in E major, right? You have open, second fret, first fret, open, open. It's an open chord. So you should learn all the major ones. The only tricky one is going to be B and F, because they're technically bar chords, they're not open chords. For an example, F is like this. An easy F is just on the fourth string we have 3, then 2, then 1, and 1. So you can't play any open strings. So it's called a bar chord. Bar chords are harder to play, but the cool thing is that they're movable. So if you don't know your open chords, go learn a bunch of them. There's tons of websites. But if you already know your open chords, this is the way to do bar chords in a certain methodology, a methodology that makes sense, as opposed to trying to remember a million different chords. So you take your E shape. There's a couple shapes you could do. We'll start with the E shape. So you have your E major chord, right? Now we have 3 strings that are open. The lowest string here, the second, and the first. Right? Those are open. The other 3 are fretted. So think about it like this. I'm going to free up my first finger. There we go. And I'm going to play it this way. Still the same chord, still E major. I'm freeing this finger because in the open position, technically the end of the guitar acts as your finger. But if we wanted to move that E major up to an F, these would move, but these open don't move with it, so you get like a weird kind of Spanish sounding chord. But now if you want a true F chord, you have to bar the strings that were open. So instead of open, 2, 2, 1, open, open of an E major, I'm now going to add 1 fret to all of them. So I'm going to use this finger to bar, and I'm going to have 1, 3rd fret, 2nd, 1st, 1st. So this finger is playing here, here, and here. So doing all that with just 1 finger. You don't need to necessarily sound these middle ones, but those definitely have to be barred, and then these take the place. So it's that same E shape, right? Here's E, here's F. And the brilliant thing is that now you know all the major chords, because this is F sharp, this is G, this is G sharp, this is A, this is A sharp, this is B, this is C, this is C sharp, this is D, this is D sharp, and we're back to an octave E. Just so you know, in music, a B doesn't have a sharp, it goes straight to C. Same thing with E, E goes straight to F. The rest have sharps, and that it makes no sense on the guitar, but its foundation is piano. If you look at a piano, there's no black key in between E and F, and there's no black key in between B and C. So that's your first E shape. Learn that, and you learn all your major chords. You just got to memorize which fret. 5th fret is A, 3rd fret is G, 1st fret is F, open is E, and you can move it around. After that, and I'll make another video, is you take your E minor shape, right? Open, 2, 2, open, open, open. Now, I can do the same thing by moving that to the 1st fret. Right now it's 1, 3, 3, 1, 1, 1. I can move that up again. F sharp minor, G minor, G sharp minor, A minor. Now I have all the minor chords. So instead of randomly trying to memorize different shapes and qualities and all this stuff, you can use some kind of system or method where at least it begins to make sense. And if you forget a chord, you can at least logically go through it. Well, this is E major, I want a B major. If you really get stuck, instead of always having to look at your chord chart, you count E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. And there you have a B major. So it's at least some sort of system. I'm being redundant, but it's some kind of system that you can use instead of just looking at a chord chart and forever being lost in your attempts to memorize a million different shapes. But we'll continue this later. Email me with any questions or comments.